We got the first trailer for James Gunn's Superman. Let's watch it. Here we go. This better be great, man. Okay. Looks a little bit like the Superman Return suit from this distance.
Krypto. Home. Take me home.
Okay. Lex Luthor.
Superman.
All right. Okay.
I had to think about this for a second, and it's just like, I don't know how to feel about this trailer. I really don't, man. I just feel like what I saw did not get me any more hype for the movie that's eventually going to come out, in what, 7-8 months at this point, right? It just didn't, right? I don't know what it was. I wasn't really super impressed by the soundtrack. I thought the soundtrack was decent, but, we've heard better soundtracks, right? It's just a replayed guitaric version of the John Williams theme. I also think that some of the action scenes and the VFX and even the shoddy shots with, like, Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl, they just looked a little bit fake. They didn't look very polished. You get what I'm saying? I think something else that also plays a role for me is the fact that they literally destroyed an entire cinematic universe with the DCEU in order to give us this new, James Gunn DCU, right? So if you're destroying what we just had, I'm expecting this to be better than what we have seen. You get what I'm saying? And, way better than the past stuff, right? But one could probably make an argument that the Man of Steel trailer that came out 11 years ago is noticeably better and, looks better visually. It was more entertaining. It got you more hype, and the soundtrack was much better than what we got inside of this trailer, right? The movie just looked a little bit more polished, in my opinion. So why are we rebooting and throwing away all these storylines and all this universe stuff just to give us a trailer that's arguably worse than the stuff we were getting a decade ago? You get what I'm saying? That part to me just wasn't connecting as I was watching this trailer, and it kind of made me think about what I was watching, and I just wasn't impressed, and I wasn't content with it. Along with the different thing, that Lex Luthor didn't blow me away. I'm not like, wow, dude, look at Lex Luthor. Like, it's Lex Luthor, you know what I'm saying? Hey, come on now. The suit, I don't think that the suit looks that strong. I mean, that's just how I feel. I don't think the suit looks that great. I think it looks not corny or cheesy, but it just doesn't look that good in comparison to other suits that I prefer more. Like, I thought Henry Cavill had a better suit. I think the Superman and Lois suit is honestly not that far off of the suit that we're seeing here. So, it is what it is. To each their own. And I just don't think that this movie has that real hype or that intrigue fact that's like, wow, this is massive. Other than the fact that it's a Superman-related movie, there's no extra reason as to why I'm hyped for this movie. Nothing about the story or the character or, the way the trailer was shot or edited or the VFX and the color grading, which also was kind of mediocre in this trailer. It looked a little bit cheesy and a little bit corny in certain spots with the civilians and all that other stuff. It's just kind of like, eh. The narrative is going to probably be Superman is basically trying to fit in with the world and they're casting him out and all this other stuff. Similar story threads to what we've seen in Man of Steel and in BVS, and he's kind of finding his way. But this is going to be not an origin, right? This is Superman straight in the world, immediately. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. We'll just see what happens here, but I'm not any more excited for this movie than I already was. I think the trailer was decent. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I'm just kind of in the middle. Doesn't do anything to get me super hyped. Doesn't do anything to get me super unhyped. You know, I thought there was a couple of things that I didn't like. I thought like the characterization of Superman needing help from Krypto and stuff like that could be an interesting thing to explore as to Superman's weakness and his morality potentially being challenged. That may be a cool story there to go through. It also looks like the relationship between Lois and Clark is going to be something that's, expanded upon in this film, and that it will be a bigger aspect of it as well. We barely saw Mr. Terrific and the other people in the potential Justice Society or whatever. So we'll just see what happens, but I'm not super hyped for this. Definitely not more hyped than I was before I watched the trailer. So let me know what you thought about the trailer in the comment section below. And as always, I hope you guys have a phenomenal day. One love.